Welcome to the Chamber Vibes podcast with your host, Brittany Timmons, the Greater Guthrie Chamber of Commerce CEO and President. In this podcast, you will hear from local guests who will discuss topics such as leadership, small business, and our vibrant community. You'll also hear success stories and tips from amazing local businesses, dive into important news, meet community leaders, and find out how you can get involved in our community. From the Second Banana Media Studios in beautiful and historic downtown Guthrie, America, here is Brittany Timmons.
Hello, everyone. This is Brittany with the Guthrie Chamber, and it is time again for Chamber Vibes. So excited to introduce my guest for today, my friend and chamber member, John Pagonis with Guthrie Haunts.
Glad to be here.
Yeah, good.
Thank you for
Guthrie
inviting
Haunts
me.
and other things.
Yeah,
We'll get to other things. A few things. A few things. Okay, so let's dive right in. Guthrie Haunts. You've been here for a while, right? How long have you been in business here in Guthrie?
Oh my gosh. I think this is our 12th year.
12th year.
12 years.
Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah.
12th year. And so where's the haunt located for those that may not know?
We are at 4524 Riverside Circle, which is 2 miles north of the high school on Highway 77, right across the Cimarron Bridge.
Okay. Yeah, and you got a big, is it a semi truck trailer?
Yeah, we have a
Is that
big
what that
sign.
is?
Yeah,
Says
it's a
Guthrie
semi-
Haunts?
Yeah, we're on about 10 acres out there, and
Awesome.
we're on the river, and it's a nice, creepy environment.
Which is what you want.
Exactly.
Not
Sets up
everyone
nicely.
wants creepy environments, but in this case, you want a creepy environment. So why Guthrie Haunts? 12 years ago. Where did this come from, friend?
Oh man, it just came. I've always liked haunted houses. Growing up in Oklahoma City, going to the old Bricktown haunted houses and stuff down there when Bricktown was nothing. And
Right.
it was really scary.
Yes.
Back in the 80s. I just kind of, I've always wanted to do one, and had this property in Guthrie, and I was like, this might actually work. It's a little secluded, and that's what I really liked about it was the seclusion, and it's a little bit of a creepy drive, and you got the creepy bridge. Well, actually, the bridge is better now. It used to be a creepy bridge.
Oh, okay.
They redid the bridge.
Right.
But
Which is probably good. We don't really want bridges to be
had some,
creepy, right?
I had some other friends of mine that were kind of going through. One was going through a divorce, and he was depressed, and I asked him if he would like to help out, kind of help him out mentally. But yeah, and some other friends that I wouldn't say middle-age crisis, maybe. Well, yeah, maybe middle-age crisis.
Okay.
So it's just a bunch of my old friends from high school and stuff. So
To get together? Okay.
Yeah.
So then you just, started thinking of ideas of how to make it creepy. I know it's grown over the years, but so since I've been around, I've only known it as kind of the size that it is now.
Right.
So what was it in the beginning?
Oh, my
is
gosh.
I know it's an old house, right?
It was an old steakhouse, and then
Oh,
it became
okay.
a residence after that.
Oh, okay.
But total learning experience. The first couple of years, I didn't really know what I was doing, buying a bunch of stuff from, Walmart and stuff, and I thought it was really scary, and people said it was, and so it was pretty bad. I would think the first couple of years.
Well, obviously not bad enough to
Well,
make you want to keep going, right?
Yeah, the first year or two was pretty slow, and I just kind of stuck with it and learned more and did research and
Sure.
kind of got better each year.
Okay. So when would you say it really took off in the last 12 years?
Oh gosh, I would say maybe after the 6th or 7th year.
Okay.
I guess I can say what happened. Good night.
It's up to you.
Okay, so we got invited to the Edmond.
Oh, yes. This
Liberty
is a good
Fest.
story. They'll like that. Listeners and viewers will like this story. This
We
is a
got
good
invited
story.
to the Edmond Liberty Fest parade,
Yes.
and they wanted a scary float.
They said they wanted a
They
scary
wanted zombies.
film? Okay, they wanted zombies. Okay.
So I said, okay, I'm getting zombies. So we had a float out there. We
You're
had
like,
a
challenge
graveyard in
accepted.
it, and we had our zombies out there, and we had a clown that had he didn't have an axe. He had a stick with a shoe on the end.
Oh, okay.
But it was mistaken as an axe. It was not an axe.
Okay.
Well, anyway, a lot of the parade officiants, spectators, some like 2 or 3 got offended and said we scared their kids too much.
I was at that parade.
And then it got on Channel 9.
Right.
Then it got on some national stuff. I think it went to some kind of comedy TMZ thing. I don't know. But anyway, that's how we kind of got nationally known.
Which, hey, that's one of those like negative things that completely worked in your favor.
It did.
You know?
It did. And so we kind of got some national attention. Thanks to a couple.
Didn't you have like a hearse in it too? Was there a hearse driving in it?
Oh yeah, we had
Right.
3 or 4 hearses.
They asked for zombies, so you brought it.
Yeah,
you know?
we brought it. We did. And I think 99% of the people really enjoyed it.
Right.
And we were tasteful. You know, we weren't out there throwing blood on people. I mean, they were
Right.
zombies, and the zombies were nice zombies. But anyway,
But Guthrie Haunts' name though out there, like I said, I remember even this is well before I knew you or was even working here in Guthrie, and I remember the parade and being like, "What is this?" You know, and I'll never forget it because
it
was there.
Still is mentioned, and it comes up now and then. So if you want to Google, what is it? Put in like Zombie Liberty Fest, Edmund Parents Mad or something.
It'll come up.
Comes up on YouTube.
Okay, so that's kind of your takeoff time.
Yeah, that's when it kind of started growing.
Right. Well, I imagine that it made people curious, like, what is Guthrie Haunts? And, you know, I got to check this out.
Yeah, it did. A lot of we had a lot more hits on our website and Facebook page, and yeah, it was nice.
Right.
So
cool. So, so you grew the business. You said, like you said, that kind of took off. You started adding more, learning more, growing.
Right.
So I'm going to toot your horn a little bit. This is, okay. I want our podcast guests to toot their own horn.
Right.
That's what this is about. But now you've received national awards for the haunt, right? So can you kind of talk about some of those that you've received?
Yeah. Actually, we got one last night. I forgot about to tell you about that. So we got top rated haunt again on OklahomaHauntedHouses.com.
Awesome.
Which is it's a web service. It's out of New York, and they do. Each state has haunts on there, and the people vote for us. So it's nothing that's influenced by anything.
Right.
The people vote, and we got 2021 top rated attraction.
That's awesome.
So,
Congratulations.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah.
I will say it's creepy. So there you go.
Yeah.
That's awesome. And what about some of your other awards you received?
We've won stuff on Scurry Face, which is another web company. They have a top 20 in the nation stuff, and I think we've hit 7th or 8th on
top
that
10
before.
Right.
Yeah. So
several years in a row.
Couple years in a row.
Okay, couple years in a row.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So we're excited.
So this might be a tough question, and on our last episode, I had Stacey Frazier with Guthrie Ghost Walk, and so we're just kind of keeping the ghost Halloween vibe going. But I asked her this too, and like I said, this might be a tough question because I didn't prep you for this one before. Right. But if you could estimate about how many people you've put through the haunt, and that might be hard, maybe just in the last few years, what do you think?
I don't know, maybe 10,000 people.
Mm-hmm. I believe it.
Conservatively.
So, yeah, that's huge. I mean, people are driving from all over. You see people from all over different states.
They do. They come. We've had people from, Michigan.
Wow.
And Indiana. I'm like, you lying? You really came that far?
Wow.
They said,
that's
oh,
awesome.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So,
especially that's something that people are really into and want to see different ones. Maybe they travel the country,
absolutely.
checking out different haunted attractions.
They love our town.
Right.
And they stay the night and they do other stuff. So
definitely. Guthrie Haunts definitely has a huge economic impact, I think, for our area. Because too, I know even when our friends go, and we have friends that come from just the Oklahoma City metro, that come, we eat in Guthrie before, before we head out to the haunt. And so, people are doing that.
Sure.
They're coming out here to shop, eat, do other things, which is awesome. So let's talk about, and this is, not always a fun topic to bring up, but I feel like it's important just as a business owner to talk about how you got through COVID as far as 2020 goes. So I know your story, but people watching or listening may not. And so let's talk about how you had to push on and pivot, which is just the word we all use. Pivot is our word, but how you navigated through 2020.
The changes we made because of COVID have really, it's helped us now. we've left a lot of stuff for the non-COVID time. So one of the big things we did was, of course, we did the normal temperature checks. We offered hand sanitizer to everybody. Actually, we sprayed everybody.
Right. I was like, you didn't get a choice.
But masks were required. But the big thing we did was we did an outdoor midway. So we were trying to think of a way to get away from the lines, to have people so close to in the line. So what we did was we opened up a large area in front of the haunt. We fenced it off with just chain construction fencing, I guess. And we gave everybody a color before they came into the haunt. Usually starts with red. So the first 30 people get a red color: orange, yellow, green, blue, violet. And we would put them out in the midway where there's food trucks and there's entertainment, there's a magician, there's bird shows, there's gladiators fighting, there's an aerialist. I mean, there's all this stuff. So our DJ will call the color. So they'll say, okay, everybody has a red ticket, get in line. So those 20 people will get in line. So we were able to social distance them. And then after we got rid of the red ticket people, we would call orange, and then those 20 people would come back. And that way you didn't have to wait in a line.
Right.
You know, I mean, you could wait up to 2 hours in a line.
Right.
But since we have this midway concept now, we have trouble sometimes getting people to come into the haunt. So we're like, come on,
Right.
they're like, no, I want to see the end of this magic trick.
Right.
So anyway.
So that's something you came up with during COVID, because
Yes.
you could legally be open during that time as long as you were following protocols. And
Right.
that's something you could do to help with social distancing.
Yes, and we're still doing that. I mean, it worked
Right.
out, and so we made the midway larger this year. So it's almost becoming like the outdoor midway is becoming almost as popular than the haunt. So you're getting two things.
And it helps pass the
the
time.
one.
Because like you said, when you show up, you don't really have a designated time or appointment.
Right.
So you don't know how long you'll be there.
Yeah.
And so I know when we went last year, my husband and his buddies did axe throwing,
Right.
And then I got chased by Giggles and he freaked me
Right.
out.
Now
But
we do
anyway.
offer a fast pass, but I call it the freedom pass, because you can stay in the midway as long as you want or as less as you want.
Okay.
So that way you're not obligated to the system that we have.
Okay.
So a lot of people kind of like that, so they don't have to really, follow the rules, I guess.
Right. And you were able to keep your actors safe and everything by doing masks, and also during that time you did not have
We didn't
touch.
we didn't have optional touch.
Right.
And we did tell our actors to stay, at least 6 feet, 5 feet or 6 feet away. So they did distance themselves from people. So, and it worked. We didn't have any cases of our actors getting sick.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
And I know, because it was always fun, you would text me, because it was such a challenging year, and I was brand new to the chamber like the very start of the pandemic. And so it was exciting, I think, for us to all work together to say, okay, there are things happening, there are things open, there are things you can do safely.
Yes.
And so you saw like huge numbers of people coming, right? In 2020, because they were like something to do.
It was a record. It was a record year. It was great. I mean, everybody was wanting to get out of the house and go do something fun and feel normal.
Right.
So.
Yeah, that's awesome. And I think the Midway is really cool, and you're able to involve other local acts, businesses, I know you've had Tom Tom's as one of our chamber members, out there, and you can, get other people exposure.
Absolutely.
And business,
We have a
which is
lot,
cool.
we do have a lot of local talent out there. We're going to have Rick Staten with his jousting group out there maybe this year, doing some combat, and we have a lot of our juggling people are from Guthrie, and our fire spinners are from Guthrie too. So
that's cool. So as far as the haunt experience, you change it every year? You keep it the same? I mean, what do you like to do?
Every year we're saying, we're not going to change it, but we do.
If you know John, that's not true.
We have to change
at
it.
all.
And it's
right. He's posting some wild new thing you purchased and are building.
We always have to change it. So,
right.
I wouldn't be happy if it wasn't changed, because I want to keep people off guard. So we got some really, really cool things this year. I can't wait.
You always say that.
This
it's always really
even
cool.
better.
It's even better.
Yeah.
Okay. So what ages do you recommend for the haunt? Because I know, it's pretty
I
scary,
would say
which is the goal.
13 and over.
13 and over. And now, can younger kids come with an adult?
Sure.
Or okay.
But I'm not going to guarantee that they're not going to, cry and
Right.
scream. But if that's the case, just tell the actor, hey, I don't want to. Where's the exit?
Right.
The actor will take you out.
Yes, and you do have lots of exits for safety.
Yes, we do.
And all of that throughout there. So if something happens, you're not, completely
right.
stuck in there. So
yeah, we do
that's
have
good.
we do have exits.
Yes.
A lot of our actors that are there now were those kids that got really scared when they were little
And now
didn't
they're
make it
acting.
through. They're like, I came here when I was 8. And now they're like 18.
Oh, that's funny.
Like, this place really. I said, well, it must have influenced you to
Right.
come back because now you're an actor here.
That's hilarious. So are you still looking for actors? Are you staffed, or what does that look like?
We're pretty good right now, but we can always use more.
Okay.
We're looking for a chainsaw person. So
Okay, there you have it.
yeah. Right now,
Someone,
the only one
Chris,
that volunteered
you up for
was
that? Yeah.
right. So we're looking for a chainsaw
Okay.
person. So
Don't tell my husband. I feel like he would jump all over this. So he likes
we need
dressing up
more-
for Christmas, so
Yeah.
just give him a chainsaw for
and
a
we need more male actors.
Okay.
I like a good balance.
Yes.
But right now we're 80% female
Okay.
actors.
Women power. Look at that.
Yeah, women run that place.
It's all the fun makeup.
I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is.
Hey.
But
There you go.
They're yeah.
So chainsaw guy or gal, but prefer, looking for maybe a guy, chainsaw guy. Okay. And how old do they have to be to work out there for you?
Oh, I don't know. They could be 15.
Okay.
Is nice. Sometimes we'll let 14-year-olds in if we have a specific role for a younger actor.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. And I know, just because I've been out there, but if you haven't, the makeup and everything is super professionally
Oh, yeah.
done. How long does it take you all to get ready for just a regular night of business
It could take us 3 hours.
prior to
We
opening?
get people there at 4:30, 5, 4, and then we usually get started about 7:15,
Right.
7:20. They're yelling at makeup, come on guys, we gotta go, we got a line, let's go makeup. So makeup used to me in there trying
Right.
to prod them.
But I think that's what makes the experience that much more and has taken you to this more professional level.
Yeah.
Like you said, it's evolved over the years
has.
and grown.
It has.
Because it's not just like some regular costume makeup from
No.
the drugstore. Like
They do a lot of
Right.
stuff that I've never seen.
Wow.
They put different things on their faces, and they use. I think one makeup artist used Oreo cookies, like
And you're like,
being
okay.
stuck it on this girl's face. I'm like, okay, that looks like some cool looking boils
Hey,
there.
yeah.
Oh, I saw this on, on Face Off or something.
Right.
So I'm like, cool.
That's funny. That's awesome. Well, I think it's great. I think you are doing amazing things.
Thank you.
You love Guthrie.
I do.
And if you do not know that from John, just talk to him for 5
Yeah.
minutes. You will learn
Yeah.
how much he cares about this community.
I
You
do.
see it on your Facebook. You've helped with the Second Saturday Stroll that's happening now, the second Saturdays downtown. And you own another business, Drexel Event Center.
Yeah, we have a little wedding venue
Mm-hmm.
down behind the temple, and we do weddings and showers and birthday parties and
Reunions. I always hear
We do
about
reunions,
around
yeah.
homecoming time.
Yep.
Yes, and that's where Collier Academy.
Claire Academy is
Is
there.
in there during the
Yes.
day.
There's a little private school that uses it during the week.
That's awesome. It's a really neat little venue if you haven't seen
Yeah,
it.
it's
It's a
a lot of
neat,
fun.
neat building. So, and then you got some other projects going,
Yeah,
at all times. I feel like
Too much.
no,
really.
you just never a dull moment.
Too much.
John.
Too much.
Never a dull.
We're going to be doing an art gallery downtown
Okay.
called Terra Rosa. So it's going to be my wife's primarily going to be running it, and she's connected with a lot of artists that are really, really excited about Guthrie and bringing their art here. So I think that's going to be a real big deal. And we might have some cooking classes in there, some woodworking, some pottery,
Okay.
different things like that. So
That's cool.
We're excited.
I know
about
you've been working really hard on it. Like
I'm so close to being done.
I know,
So
but it's
hopefully
been fun to kind of watch your, maybe not
September.
fun for you, but it's been fun for me to watch your progress in this beautiful building. You have found
Oh.
cool things in there. Didn't you find like a horseshoe?
I found horseshoes
Horseshoe?
in the crawl space.
Yes.
It's got a tall crawl space. So there's
Like-
old bottles and horseshoes and gosh, we found just tons of stuff down
Walls
there.
could talk.
No kidding.
Yeah. But yeah, that I'm excited for that. I'm excited for your wife. That'll be great
Yeah.
for her, and just seeing all the things that you're doing.
She's not the scary one.
She's not the snare. No, that's just all.
On occasion.
All you friend. So when does Guthrie Haunts open officially? I know it's getting close.
September 16th and 17th is opening weekend.
Okay.
Is that the week after Labor Day? Or 2 weeks?
2 weeks.
2 weeks after Labor Day. And we're doing $10 ticket specials in September. So GuthrieHaunts.com. Go on there, get your tickets, and they're just $10.
Awesome. And then it goes in October to $20, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And then how much is it if you want to get touched?
The touch is
not
like
my thing.
It's like an extra $10.
Not my thing.
But this year you get a special T-shirt if you get the touch. So the
Can I
first
just get a T-shirt?
the first 10 people.
Like, I don't want that, but can I get a T-shirt?
Yes.
Okay, I get a T-shirt.
So the
Okay,
first
good.
100 people per weekend will get a T-shirt. It'll say
Okay.
like upgrade. So we get to splatter that.
Oh my
Which would
goodness.
be nice.
Yeah. So let's talk about that, just because we have to talk about that now. Like, if someone pays extra for the
Right.
touch experience, what does that entail?
Okay, so they have to be over 18 for one.
Okay.
That entails basically a more intimate experience.
Okay.
So we're not going to hurt anybody.
Of course.
It's not grab and throw down. It's nothing like that. It's more of touching and leading people into different areas in the scene.
You have like these other rooms that they
We
can
do.
go in.
Yeah, we have some
Oh
other
my
rooms
goodness.
that are sometimes involved. We might use the props. We'll sit you in the chair, or on the stretcher and maybe wheel you away.
Okay.
But you're always reunited back with your group.
Well, that's good. I mean,
Yeah,
thanks
you're-
for doing
You're
that.
never.
Thanks for reuniting everyone.
I don't like sending people alone through there.
That's
so
right.
if you get separated
I'm
in
not
one of
going
the
alone.
scenes, you're always reunited back sometime. So
Sometime.
hopefully in the next scene. If the actor does what he's supposed to do, then you're supposed to go back.
Yes.
So
That's
with
so,
your
again,
group.
not my cup of tea. Just getting me there is
We have a lot of fun.
a success.
We have a lot of fun.
But I can imagine, yeah, you do. So what how do the actors know if the person has paid for the upgrade?
Okay, so they wear a glow necklace.
Okay. So that tells the actors, okay,
It does.
I can take them away. They're fair game.
Right. Well, this year they'll have the T-shirt too.
Okay, so I can't wear my T-shirt
Well,
that night because I'm not trying to have that happen to me.
Well, it's good to have a T-shirt because that way.
I know. I wear the T-shirt during the day, during the
Right.
daylight.
But if you get it bloody, then you can just take the T-shirt off. And
Okay.
you should have your normal clothes with you
Okay. All right.
to change into in the car. That way you don't get blood all over your seats.
Okay. Good. Good to know.
If you get pulled over, that could be a problem.
It could.
Hi, officer. I was
Just
at
coming
Guthrie
from
Haunts.
Guthrie Haunts.
Oh,
No
okay.
big deal. That's hilarious. Oh, and I know, so when we were talking about opening weekend, you have pushed back, right? So it used to be October only, from what I remember.
Yeah.
And then you just slowly have pushed it back because there's been the interest. That much
Yeah, we're
interest.
trying to make
So-
the Halloween season longer.
Right. Just don't do it when it's like 105 outside, because that would just be weird.
This is September, supposed to be below normal average
Okay.
temperatures. So that'll be
So
good.
we should be good.
Yeah.
Yes. So that opening weekend, I know you add things as you go, but will you still have the midway and some stuff happening
Yeah,
during
we'll
that
add.
time?
We'll add more in October.
Okay.
So we're gonna, we'll bring in the Night Terrors, which is a gladiator group from Tulsa,
Okay.
and they fight in the Ring of Fire, and
Oh.
they fight. I mean, they go at it. I mean, it's not fake. And after they're done, they'll let a lot of the people that are there hit them with their swords. So they'll say, go ahead and hit me in this area, and people just wail on them, and they like it. So.
Interesting. Okay. I mean, it fits.
It does.
So,
They have
there you
arm-
go.
they have to have their armor
What about
on.
the guy? Is the guy and the daughter duo coming back that do all the weird things
Captain
that hurt
Sideshow.
themselves?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hopefully we'll have him back.
Okay. What's his name again?
Jeremy.
Jeremy. No, but what's this?
Oh, the Captain Sideshow.
Captain Sideshow.
Yeah,
That's right.
And he's got his
Yes.
daughter's adorable. She's been coming
She
out there
is.
since she was 8, so
She's
now she's
very brave.
13 or 14, and she's just as extreme as him. So,
So funny.
Yeah, she does a good job.
That's cool. Yeah, the entertainment you've had is definitely been exceptional.
And we'll have beer again this year, and then we'll have the theater. We have a movie theater out there that people can watch a movie, and
Usually Walking Dead is what. Don't you usually play Walking Dead sometimes? I feel like I've seen
yeah,
Walking
that
Dead.
is a public domain movie.
Yes.
Yes, we can do that one.
Yes. There you go. Fun. Well, are you excited? I know you've been exhausted, and this time of year is always a
I'm so
lot
ready.
because
I'm so
you're
ready
gearing
to go.
up. So
I'm so ready to go. So ready for fall and cooler weather.
Me too.
And football and
All the
and
things fall.
Halloween and Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So how many weekends do you run?
We run, I want to say 7 weekends. We run to the first weekend of November.
Okay.
So we basically, we call that Blackout.
Yes. We got to talk about Blackout.
Yeah.
And I, again, am not going
Got to go to
Blackout.
Blackout is special.
No.
So we basically
But it sounds cool for people that like that.
We turn off the lights.
And you get like a little...
One group, each group gets a little...
Each group?
One
I
group.
thought it was person.
No.
Oh, no.
No, each group
Okay.
gets a candle, not a fire candle, but it's like an LED. It's basically a Christmas candle.
Okay.
So we go to Lowe's and buy all their Christmas candles, the little battery operated ones.
Is this convincing you all? You get a teeny tiny little
You get this
bitty
little
light.
LED candle to go through the haunt. So you have to decide who in your group gets this candle. So does the guy in the front or the girl in the back? Or the middle?
I would be like, the light
so
is mine.
they're walking through like this. I see you.
Oh my goodness.
And I think it gets people kind of in the Christmas spirit too.
Oh, okay.
Because it's a Christmas candle.
Oh, I'm sure it does.
So
Deck
gets
the halls.
gets us ready for
Wear your
Victorian
tacky
stuff.
sweater.
We are a Victorian city.
That's
or
true.
Edwardian.
That's
but anyway.
true. Yes. Oh my God. So Blackout is a big weekend for you guys too, right? 'Cause
Yeah,
that's
we have
Halloween
a lot of,
weekend or the
No,
weekend after.
It'd be like November 4th and 5th. So
Okay.
we have a lot of people with epilepsy that come out because they they don't like
Oh.
strobe lights.
So they can do that and still get the
we have a lot of
freaky
epileptic
experience. That's cool.
epileptic society comes out sometimes. We do some fundraisers. We've done that before. But yeah, it's become pretty popular.
And then last year, before we we have to talk about this too. Last year at Christmas,
Yeah.
you jumped in with the Territorial Christmas Foundation and used your building
Yep.
downtown
Yep.
and had a Christmas
Scarol. Not a Christmas carol.
Right, not a
but
Christmas carol.
scarol.
The Scarol, yes. So talk about that,
That was
a little
great.
bit.
Basically, it was a theatrical performance based off of the Christmas Carol movie with our Guthrie Haunts spin to it.
Right.
So,
Which it's kind of a creepy. I mean, it's a creepy movie. Let's be real.
it is.
It's got ghosts in
right.
it.
There's the
It's got
Grim
ghosts
Reapers in it.
Right? You got ghosts in
and
it.
Marley's in it with the chains. And we had Father Christmas running around with his green robe and tree. But and Scrooge, of course.
Right.
Scrooge did a great job. But yeah, I mean, we had snow out front. We had a snow machine, so the people that were waiting to get in got some snow.
Yes.
Which I really love the snow
I
machines.
did too.
But yeah, it was a very big success. I mean, people really loved it. We had a line all around the corner.
So you got to keep scaring people through the Christmas season.
We did.
But you did good things with the ticket sales, right?
Yeah, all the proceeds went to the community Paws and Claws. Lisa knew with her animals. She's always needing funds and help.
I know, she
spends
spays and neuters so many
She
animals.
spends so much of her own money. It's insane.
She's amazing.
So great charity. Yeah, so I really recommend anybody who wants to.
Yeah, so you did what? Help me remember. You did ticket sales, or they could donate, right? Something to get in, or you just had donations like they could bring food.
Yeah, I can't remember if it was pet food.
Pet food, yes.
Yeah, I think
you had a box. I remember that.
You could do a donation.
Yes.
We asked for $5 or a can of Alpo, whatever.
That's what it was. And then you could walk through the building upstairs
Yeah,
and get the Christmas Carol.
Yeah, Christmas Carol. Yeah. It was
Experience,
more
so-
theatrical. It wasn't, it was a little scary, but it was
My
more.
11-year-old did it. She liked it.
Yeah, our actors had lines that they had to
Yes.
say. So it kind of shows people we're not just out there just yelling at you.
Right. No,
We
it
actually
was fitting.
we actually have acting skills.
Yeah, you do. Yes, and then after Christmas, a little bit, just January, you had downtime, and then you did
My Vexed Valentine.
My Vexed Valentine in the building
Valentine's
as well.
is scary as it is. I mean, think about it. I mean, it's crazy. So
I mean, it can be. It can be.
Scary
It can
romantic.
be a scary, right?
right.
Time.
Love can be scary.
Yes, I 100%. Corey, sorry. No. 100% agree.
But everybody, every year people really love coming to that thing, and it's kind of a pain in the butt because we have to put up all of the Valentine stuff for a weekend. And I'm like, every year I'm like, okay, I'm not doing this anymore. But people call and are like, are you going to do Valentine's again?
Yes, you took
Yeah.
you did Vex Valentine, and then you took a year off, right, from it. You didn't do it out at the haunt, and then you brought it back to downtown.
Yeah, we brought it here because the haunt was under construction because
Okay.
we overdid our demolition this year.
Okay.
So we had to find somewhere to put it. I wasn't
Right.
going to do it but people were like, they were going to get mad at me if I didn't.
We
'Cause,
went and then we got married again.
You get married.
We
you
got
get
married.
You get handcuffed sometimes to each other. You get handcuffed
we
to
had
other
to
people.
blood sign our.
You get to do the thumbprint with the blood on
Yes.
on the certificate.
Yes.
But
all
it's a
those
good
being
time.
said,
Chocolate.
yes, I know. And there's Licorice Man across the street that was open. You had to
Licorice
go
Man.
there.
You had to go to
do-
Licorice Man and
Yes.
have to do stuff, kind of a little scavenger hunt thing we did with some other businesses.
That was awesome.
So I kind of liked incorporating the other shops.
Yes.
That way, people are like, what do you mean we got to go over there? I'm like, yeah, you got to go across the street to the candy store and talk to the candy lady because she's got some stuff for you to do.
Yes.
And they're like, oh my gosh, what is it? I'm like,
But
"No,
then
you
it got
go."
people in there.
It did.
Which is awesome.
It did.
So I just, I know I tell you this a lot, but just for everyone listening, kind of learning about John and his businesses, like that's just what community is about. Community wins. Like you doing the Christmas event for Helping Community Paws and Claws, and then incorporating as many businesses. I know you've said last year at many chamber coffees, if you want to put your banner up
Right.
out at the Haunts,
Yeah, I have
do
no
it.
problems with
You
it.
know,
Yeah,
if you want
I
to
won't
come
charge
be a
you to put it
vendor,
there.
come out,
Come out, be a vendor. That's right.
And I just commend you for that because you're
you.
constantly thinking about Guthrie as a whole and what kind of economic impact you
Sure.
can have, but also community impact as far as helping each other. And so anyway, I think it's just been really fun to get to know you
Yeah, it's been
and
great.
to watch your businesses just grow and grow. And I look forward to another creepy season. So
Yeah.
I got to get ready. So anyway, but all right, is there anything else you want to add that we might not have covered?
No, I'll just
we got it.
go to the website, GuthrieHaunts.com,
Okay.
and get your tickets.
Facebook, you're big on Facebook?
Facebook,
Yes.
yeah, I'm doing a little TikTok right now. So.
What's your TikTok handle so we can all follow you on
Oh, it's Guthrie Haunts 405.
there? Okay.
So
There you go.
Somebody took my other one. I don't know.
So if
who
you
did
want to get
that.
some creepy stuff on TikTok,
Yeah, I'm not very good at it yet, but I'm getting there.
hey, you're ahead of me.
I'm
I don't
learning.
have one yet.
I'm learning.
So. Awesome. Well, thank you so much. Thank you for
Yeah.
all you do for
Thank you, guys.
Guthrie. I know how much you love our community, and it shows
Very
in
much.
everything you do. And I hope you have a very successful haunt season.
Thank you.
And
Appreciate it.
reach out to John if you want more information about Guthrie Haunt. So thank you again, and
Alrighty.
we will catch you all next time.
Alrighty.
Thanks for listening to the Chamber Vibes podcast from Second Banana Media Studios in beautiful downtown Guthrie, America.